How's it going, everyone? So we're here for our weekly skin preview video, and sorry it's a little bit late, but my power was out for all day. It didn't come back until after 5 p.m. So that's why these videos are a little bit late, but we're still getting them to you. This is the Captain's Treasure Box by Bad Trip, and it is a awesome looking chest. It's got that piratey vibe. Hopefully one day we do get to make ships in Rust, which will be awesome, and this will fit right in. And it's got some great detail to it. I love it. It looks really good. You can see the back there's got a skull in the middle, just like the front. Only difference is the lock, pretty much. And yeah, it's a really cool looking box. So if you've got that piratey vibe going on, definitely an awesome one to pick up. From everyone's favorite graffiti artist, Estivos has gotten us the Urban Furnace skin. As you'll see here, it is a silly, messed up, crazy little furnace. It's got graffiti and stuff all over it. The top has some like cracked and there's like rebar poking through. It's got all those stuff. Feed me written back here. Little Fernando, I think that says. There's all sorts of little names and stuff scratched into the back of it. I'm sure they all have special meanings. Something Among Us written there. Cool little furnace. I think it's a great job. And for those who like collecting all the urban graffiti skins, this is definitely a cool one to the collection. Next up, we've got the HELLION double barrel shotgun from Little Ranger. And this thing has a very like bad guy vibe to it. It's got the danger on there. You've got a skull with wings. It's red, and I don't know, altogether it kind of just really looks like something you'd see in a bad guy's hands. We'll come over here and take a look at it there, and yeah, it's actually a pretty neat looking skin. Now, a lot of you guys have been saying, how come you don't use the admire animation? It doesn't work in the workshop. So, you know, I'm spamming N here, it's not doing anything, just to kind of, you know, clear that up for you guys. In the workshop, it doesn't work. It only works in-game. I'm thinking of going ahead and starting to do these in-game and show off the skins and stuff, but as I can't buy them all, I'm going to have to go ahead and pick up a plugin called Skinbox. It's about 20 bucks, and that'll let me spawn in any skin on the marketplace. There used to be a couple free versions. As far as I can tell, they're all gone. So once I do that, I'll probably start previewing these in-game. We'll be able to do that, so that kind of answers that question there. But I still think the workshop gives us a good look at them, and I mean, besides the admire animation, you pretty much are seeing what you'll see anyways. I forgot to mention too, I love the skull painted onto the wooden screwdriver. That's actually a nice little touch as well on this skin. So good job this week. In addition, this week from Little Ranger, we also have the Glory Throne, and it's going along that same evil guy look to it. I love the different like chair legs. They look great. It's got some leather on the sides, and it's just got this awesome skull right here. You got some skulls up on the top. It's got a nice little decorative look to it, and the back has got an eagle, which is really sweet. So it has a very kind of like a German bad guy thing to it. I think you know what I'm hinting at there. So I mean, it's kind of interesting, but this is definitely something I'd expect to see, like a evil soldier overlord sitting in an Indiana Jones movie, more or less. So definitely a pretty cool little throne chair. Next up, we've got the IDOLIZED Toolbox door by Tony, and this thing is really cool looking. I love it. It's like it looks like it's made from pieces of some kind of like bomb shelter mixed with like somebody's toolbox got torn apart and made into a door. I love it. It just looks really good. You got the wrench on the handle there, and the little decals and everything, and it's a really cool looking door. I like this one a lot. And it looks great on the armor tier as well as the sheet metal tier. So definitely a really sweet looking door. Next up, we've got a super unique looking AK, the Anubis AK-47 by Mad, and this thing is super cool looking. I love the combination of colors. That Egyptian like vibe to it is just really freaking cool. If you take a look at it here, it looks great in your hand. You've actually got Anubis right there. Then there's this huge wing going across. If you zoom in, you got half of a sun right there in your face, and the whole thing looks like battle scarred and worked up. You can see the details of it really well while you're using it, and This is just an awesome looking, unique AK. I like it quite a bit. It's very awesome. Next up, we've got the WIDOWMAKER Python from Stab this week, and it's pretty much what you'd expect with this Python. It's got fancy gold engravings, and, you know, that's what it is. It just looks like someone's fancy custom revolver. When you got it in your hand here, you can see a decent amount of the detail. When you go ahead and zoom in, you got some nice detail there. And, you know, it's a pretty solid revolver skin. Nothing super special, but definitely a neat one. Bit of a weird combo to say the least, but we've got the WIDOWMAKER Hatchet here by Stab again, and it goes along with the Python we just looked at. It's got some kind of torn, stretched leather on the handle, but it looks a little bit weird. It looks like it's the texture itself is stretched, not the you know, whatever leather or skin it's supposed to be. The handle's pretty unique. It kind of has like that scaled look to it, which is neat. And then you've got, you know, your typical kind of crazy looking design at the top of it there. We're trying to go ahead and, there we go, bring in our hand, zoom it in right here, zoom it out, and yeah, as you can see, it's a pretty neat looking hatchet. It's an interesting contrast of colors. The white on the handle actually is very different from a lot of things I've seen before. Next up, we've got the AZTEC God's Hammer from LaCrempe, and it is really awesome. It looks like it's made of jade. It's got some red ropes around it and some decorative designs. The handle has nice little carvings into it. Once you pull it out in your hand, you can see there is also a face carved into the jade. And we can kind of, can we bump it a little closer here? Nope, alright, it's not zooming in. But you can see it's pretty awesome, and it's a really neat looking hammer. If you're looking for something unique while you're sitting there in your hours building your base, then this is definitely a cool hammer to have. Next up, we've got the Angry Furnace from Vitalik, and I love that we got some crazy looking, kind of silly furnaces this week. This one looks like it has a crown. It looks like a monster. It's got, you know, some angry eyes. It's got angry teeth around the mouth. It's got like oil dripping off of the side of it, and altogether it's just a really cool looking furnace. I love the look of this one, and the creativity is awesome. I didn't even notice this one on the workshop, so it was kind of a surprise when I saw it got accepted. And I was like, wow, that's actually a cool little furnace skin. So I love that some of these things can still look, you know, functional and cool, but definitely feed into the goofy side of Rust, and this is definitely one of those. Next up, we've got the Carved Club, which is a Bone Club skin, which is something I think there's only like 2 out there in the first place. So yeah, we haven't had one for a while, and it's pretty much just a bloody carved Bone Club, and it doesn't seem like it's very impressive, but once you get it in your hand, you actually look at the detail of it. It's carved completely. There's the Rust symbol hidden in there, and it's just a nice little Bone Club. It's simple. It's carved. You know, it's hard. The Bone Club is something that's hard to make a skin for. You don't have a whole big canvas with it. There's not a lot you can add to it or anything. And I think this was done pretty well. So, you know, for its price, I think it's sitting at 99 cents. It's not too bad. And it's neat to see another skin for more of an obscure item in the game, instead of the same old P2 AK business, you know? So, you know, guys, show some support. If you're going to buy some skins this week, maybe consider this one, and show the team that, you know, we aren't afraid to buy things that aren't an AK skin. You know, a lot of you complain, oh, it's the same stuff over and over again. But then again, none of us buy the skins that are different and unique and for the other items, like chairs and tables and stuff. So, you know, you can't complain if you're feeding into the problem yourself. So that's all I had to kind of say there. But we're going to go ahead and check out the last skin for this week right now and talk about that. So this is our last skin for the week. It's the BLACKSMITH'S water pipe shotgun. It looks awesome. It's made from all little crazy pieces. It looks like it's been welded together, and it's got that burning hot. So yes, folks, it does glow in the dark as you would expect. Now, you know, downside to that is you're going to be seeing while it's on your back or in your hand. Now, what's very strange is this is a water pipe skin. Water pipe skins tend to be around the 99 cents to $1.50 range. This one is $5. I don't know why. If it's just for the glowing effect, they want to make it a little more expensive. I feel like $3 maybe would have been better. $5 is kind of a lot for a water pipe shotgun skin, without really any reasoning behind it. Don't get me wrong, it is a really nice looking skin. I mean, you know, we pull it here, and when you aim down the sights, the water pipes are never really all that excited. But it's a very cool skin, and it's always neat to hold something in your hand that glows. But yeah, $5 is a bit much on that. Sound off down in the comments below. Let me know how you feel about that. But that does it this week, guys. Those are the 12 skins that were accepted today. I hope this helped you pick them out. Be sure to click that notification bell if you haven't already to make sure you don't miss these videos, as I do them weekly to cover all the skins to help you guys decide which ones you want to pick out, because it always helps to see them ahead of time. You know, leave a like, share it with a friend if you want to help out my channel. And if you're new, please sub if you like what you see, and we'll see you next week with those skins. Thanks for watching.